Okay, so I need my volunteers. Dude, white dude, you're on. He left? He fucking, seriously? Oh, come on, dude. All right, okay, Chloe, you're on. I need my dude. And who's the other? There's another black dude. Yeah, dude, right there, you. Come on down. And then I need a white person who has heard the story from other white people that black people complain too much about stuff and it's like kind of annoying and like whatever. Just stop complaining and let's go. So I need a white person who's heard that story a lot. Maybe your families, maybe whatever, but you've heard that a lot. Wait, yo, you, Chloe, you sit on that side, bro. Black dudes, you sit over here. You? Hippie dude? Yeah? All right, next to Chloe. Actually, can you do me a favor? Can you switch sides? You guys sit over there and you sit over there. That's for them. Nah. Yeah, when you turn it on, it comes on really fast. You can keep it off till you're, well, hang on. We're gonna, okay, so here we go. Bro, there's a seat right up here, dude. Right here. Front and center. All right, let's go. I have a lot to cover. This is gonna be a really fast class. I'm gonna move quickly. It is, there's not gonna be any time for anything coming from you all. And I will tell you, it's gonna be confusing, so we're gonna work it really fast. So just say your names really fast. White team over here.
Jacob Sokol.
Jacob.
I'm Chloe Miller.
Chloe Miller. Nice white name, bro.
John.
What is it?
John.
John? You're not in the class, right? We just recruited you. What's your last name, bro? John White? Dude, John White. Amazing. All right, go ahead.
Chavis.
What's your name?
Chavis.
Chavis, what's your last name?
That is my last name.
That's your last name? What's your first name?
Tyrell.
Tyrone Chavis. All right, here we go. Tyrell.
Yeah.
Tyrell Chavis, John White, Chloe Miller, and Jacob Sokol. All right, so listen. Actually, can you all just move back move all your seats back like 3 feet so I have enough room to walk around. Okay, so here's where we're at, y'all. We're going to flip a script. Black people are now white people, and this is only black and white, y'all. Everybody who's not black and white, you'll have your turn. Today, this is black and white world today. Black people are now white people. For the rest of the class, y'all, you are white. Your history is white. Your demographics are white. You get to play white people, okay? Got it? But not really, because you're still black. I'm just turning it around. No. We're doing a role play. So you're black people, but you're going to be black people in white people's history. So we're going to walk through this classroom as though these two black guys are actually the dominant group in the United States. That the entire history of white people actually got played out by them. Okay, got it? So you were the slave masters, you were the this, you were the that, okay? You all, by contrast, you are the underdogs. You are the folks who, actually, move forward just like, I'm just trying to find the right, okay, thanks man, that's perfect. So you all are the underdogs. So you're white, you are white, okay, you're gonna be white, but you're gonna be white with the history that black Americans have experienced in the United States. So you were enslaved, you were at the bottom end of Jim Crow when there was like 2 fountains and the one fountain is for the dominant group and the other fountain is for the other group. The other group is you all, right? You're on the bottom. So, for example, go to the first slide. Are we all ready? Go to the first slide. So, bro, explain that slide to me. Who are you?
Well, am I white?
Yeah, you're team white.
Okay.
So what's that mean? What's it mean? Are you better? Is Team White better off? Life expectancy. So Team White's life expectancy is about 75, and Team Black's life expectancy is almost 79.
obviously we're worse off. I mean, we die quicker.
You die sooner. You got that, gentlemen? You see that, right?
Yeah, we see it.
Got it?
Got you.
Everyone got that? So you see how we're doing? So white is still white people. Remember, when you see these two white people, they're on the bottom. We're still calling them white. And black people, when you see black people, yo, you are the oppressors, man. You are the people that are holding the white people down. Okay, cool? Got it?
Got you.
Are we ready? Chloe, you ready? See, this is easy, right? This is easy. Just follow me. All right, you're perfect. So here's what happened, y'all, right? So these guys over here, they're living in Africa, and then they start traveling around the world. And they discover the Americas. Not as though people weren't already there, y'all, right? But you start calling it discovering, because you got these people there, you're going to, like, kill them and kick them off their land. And you're like, you got to take the land. You can't, like, say, hey, it was all they gave it to, you know, you got to pretend like nobody was there and so on, right? So these guys over here, they're people. So they come out of Africa, they come into the Americas, and they decimate the Native Americans, okay? But then the problem is they have all this land, and they need people to work the land. And Native Americans have this habit of running away. So you all are saying, or dying from diseases and so on, or you kill them. And so then you say, where are we going to get people? You're going to go to Europe. And so they went to Europe, and they found you all, people with your skin. And they started sending you over to the Americas, bringing you over, putting you in boats. You know, a third of you, 2/3 of you actually, just about died between leaving Europe and arriving in the Americas. 2 out of 3 of you actually died, but the rest of you made it, and you all were pretty brutal, man. You know what I mean? Whatever, you're pretty brutal, but whatever, it is what it is. Okay, so you got it? So now you're like, shit, there you are. No, you are, yeah, modern day white people. Yeah, it's only 400 years ago. Okay? We cool? You got to use the microphone when you talk. Okay, we good? So you're enslaved. Your ancestors were enslaved by these guys. Now, go to the next slide. And here's some of the photos. Gentlemen, white slaves picking cotton. Those are white people. When you read history and you look at slavery and you look at things, that's what you see. It's all the white slaves. You see that too, but you all just sort of move on because, well, that was the past, and you know how it is, right? You know how it goes. Like, you can't dwell on that shit, right? But like, those are you didn't own slaves, right? Am I right, bro?
You're right.
Did your family own slaves, bro? No. Exactly. So their families didn't own slaves, and your families really weren't slaves, but some of them might have been. Next slide. White slaves, 1858. Look at that. They're poor, dog. So when you look at history, that's what you see. Poverty. Next slide. Make sure in the live stream you really cover these well. So here, and then you look at these. Wealthy black businessmen, 1859, right before the start of the Civil War. Look at those guys. So this is the National Business League in New York City, the executive committee. These are the people running the U.S. right here. People running New York City. And when you look at the history books, you're all going like, oh, okay, yeah, there you go. Like all the wealthy black people. And you're like going, yeah, those are our people, and there it is. And they controlled stuff, and that's how it was. And like, you know, you look back, and maybe even some of those were your great-great-great-grandfather or something. You feel good about that. And you have a photo like that hanging on the wall of your house. You're not feeling so good about it, but it's all right. Move on. Next one. Middle-class black family. It's like, yeah, okay. Middle-class black family. Looks nice, right? 1860, that's the start of the Civil War. Looking good. Wealthy. I mean, they got everything's taken care of. Good, right? Next one. Reconstruction. So let me tell you what happens. We have this Civil War. And the Civil War breaks out because these people here, by and large, are oppressing these people. In the South in particular. And so the North comes down and says, listen, we got to break open this slave system. Now, your people have really been at the butt end of everything is about these people, because most of your people lived in the South, so most of them were connected to slavery. And so you got this slave system that's really brutal. Man, y'all were brutal, dogs. Like, brutal. A slave system. Because you don't talk about that, really. You don't know a lot about it, but you all do. You talk about it. You talk about it amongst yourselves. You talk about slavery. You go to places like Penn State or, the historically white college of Penn State, HWCU or whatever, right? HWU. And then you take classes on, like, slavery. And these guys are never in your classes because they don't give a shit about slavery. You know what I mean? Because they're not interested in that. But you're taking classes about reconstruction and what happened, and you talk about it. And one thing that happened after the war, see? What happened after the war? What happened after the war? So we freed your people. And then what happened after the war? Your people.
Well, actually, a lot of people were given some land, but voting rights were pretty awful. And then there was like the Ku Klux Klan and stuff like that. Still oppression in a lot of ways.
So what happened after the war? Do you know? Yeah, okay. Yeah, some people were, a few people were given land. A few people, a handful of people. The vast majority of people, y'all know what you did? Because you were running the country. You know what you did? Who'd you give the land back to?
The blacks.
Yourselves, dude. Yeah, you give it back to you. Because that's how you run. You run things, man. You're not going to give it to a bunch of slaves, What? Ex-slaves. Most of them are illiterate. They can't run a country. They can't run institutions. They can't farm on their own. They have no money. They have no resources. They have nothing. And you go down, and your politicians, they get together in a room, and they drink a little whiskey, and they smoke some cigars, and they decide, we need to get this country running again. And so what we're going to do is, we're going to give the land back to us. Now you got all these slaves. So what are you going to do with the slaves? Their ancestors. What are you going to do with them? What are you going to do, bro?
I don't know. Send them back to Africa.
Nah, dude. Yeah, you're going to try to send them back to Africa, but most of them aren't going to want to go. So you're going to turn them into indentured servants. Because you need labor, right? You're bringing your farms back up. What do you got to do? What do you got to do after the Civil War, y'all? The economy, the United States comes to a screeching halt in the Civil War. What do you got to do? You got to start it up again. You got to get things moving again. You got to start planting crops. You got to get industry going. You got to make it happen. You can't just sit around and wait to give what? To give rights to these people? It's not about these people. If you're going to enslave them for 250 years, you're not going to turn around and give them rights, so you all get the country going again. So now, what about these people? What do y'all have?
We're intimidated a lot. I mean,
you have nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Our rights are very awful.
Yeah, you have nothing now. Because whereas in the past, these guys right here, the black people, at least had to give you property, they had to give you a house, they had to provide something for you. In most states, it's illegal to kill your slaves, right? You can't just go killing people. It's not like that. So it's like you had to give them something, right? But now you don't have to give anything. So you become these servants working for these people. And now you're paying for all the things that you may have got, which isn't much because we see some of these photos here. Now you're going to pay for it. So now we're going to hold you down because you're going to stay slaves. We're not going to give you anything because you all promised like 40 acres and a mule. You had all this bullshit rhetoric about, we're going to give 40 acres and a mule and we're going to lift the slaves up and we're going to let them. Dude, by 1866, you were like, nah, we're not, enough of that stuff. And so your people are just going, oh, God, okay, what now? There's your people right there, Reconstruction. You get nothing. You get nothing. You get the continued poverty. Most historians who study Reconstruction are pretty clear about one thing. For these people, these former slaves, life after slavery was over, after 1865, was as bad or worse than what it was during slavery in the United States. True fact. So these white people here, you all are sitting back going like, yeah, well, we released you, right? You know what I mean? You released them, right, dog? And these people are going like, yeah, no, you didn't really release us. Because you all are going, no, nothing changed. But y'all don't really want to hear that shit, right? Because what do you want to hear? What are you saying to them, bro? Because they're over here complaining about slavery. Slavery was over. You're like, this guy's saying, but dude, slavery was over. And what are you guys saying?
It's not.
And what are you saying, bro?
We let you free.
What's it?
We let you free.
Exactly. So what else? What are you complaining about?
Our people are still getting murdered by, like, the Klan. We're still getting oppressed. We can't, like, even look at a black woman without getting attacked.
Dude, can you respond to that? Dude, exactly, dude. Hey, hang on a second. Hold on. Isn't that funny? Isn't that hilarious? These
is
white
funny.
people right here saying shit like that. It's like, oh my God. Isn't that funny as a black woman to hear white people saying that stuff?
It is funny.
Exactly, that's the point. Because white people, get a life, dude. White people, you all, right? White people, because everyone in this class who's white, you're sitting right here. Get a life, y'all. Come on, man. Oh, it's bad. It's like, whatever. Okay, move on. Okay, next one. So Jim Crow laws. Oh, so now, here's what happens. These guys, you all want something called like better opportunities, inequality, and all the promises that everybody made after slavery because we were going to bring you into society. And you all said, what'd you all say?
No.
Exactly. In the form of what? By doing what?
Oppression.
Dude, by essentially doing this. Here's what we're going to do. We, black people, dude, gentlemen, can you grab that table really fast? Can you just put it right in the middle between you all?
We got to make them do it, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right.
Oh, shit. No. No. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you make them do it.
Right.
Oh, yeah, good. Nice. All right.
I gotta do it.
Put that on the table there. This is like we're going to get Mexicans to build a wall. Yeah, right there. Nah, turn it around this way. Dude, exactly. No, this way. Hey, I like that. All right, this way, right here. So you guys build a nice wall, just like Mexicans are going to build a wall. You're going to do, and that's what Jim Crow is right there. You're going to nah, you all are going to stay here, and you all are going to stay here, and then they're just going to make sure that there's no separation, or there's a clear separation. You're not going to come together, and we're going to work that out, okay? And okay, next slide. Oh, in order to help that, you guys come up with this organization called like the KKK, dude. Exactly. You know what the KKK is? You know what the KKK is? The KKK exists to ensure that you keep these people in their place. So you pass laws, like you all are ingenious, black people, damn, it's like holding white people down. They pass laws, for example, that after the end of the Civil War, during Reconstruction and so on, then you would say, well, okay, now we live in a capitalist free market. So slavery's over, you're free to go wherever you want to go to find a job. And these people said, nah, man, if our workers just get up and leave and they go somewhere else, not that they mostly would because they don't have any money and they don't have any means to do that, but if they do, what's going to happen if you lose all your workers, gentlemen?
You lose money.
Dude, exactly. And so you start passing these laws. And you know what one of the laws is? One of the laws is say, y'all can't be out on the roads unless you have permission from you all. If the black people give you permission, dog, you can be on the roads. What's going to happen if they get caught out on the roads and traveling around without permission from you all?
They gonna disappear.
Dude, exactly. And who's going to help you do that?
The KKK.
Exactly. That's why it gets formed. And KKK is big. It's big. And that's the original forming of it. Go to the next one. Like in 1925, we had a rally. Look at that's in Washington. Look, going down to the Capitol. 25,000 KKK members traveling, marching in the United States. This is a major organization infiltrated everywhere because you all needed help to ensure that those people are going to stay in their place, man. So it's just one after another after another. And you all, so the Civil War is over? Civil War is not over. Slavery is over? Slavery's not over, y'all, right? You're still like sitting right here. Not much has changed. Thanks to those guys. Next one. And if you get out of line, look what happens. thousands and thousands of white people, like you all, your people, get lynched by those people. Thousands, man. We're gonna terrorize. You all were brutal in your ability to terrorize those people. But whatever, you did. Next one. Oh, go back. Now listen, man. How you feeling right now? Walking through that history.
Really, I guess, for my people betrayed and sad and upset and like it's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would that happen? Why did there need to be a separation?
Mm-hmm. Bro, how about you?
Like, people had power and they just wanted to keep it by any means possible. It was
So how you feeling? How you feeling about...
pissed off.
So when you take classes in white history, white studies, because you got white history and white studies at every university, and you all white people, you just, you make sure, because you're a minority now, right? But you make sure that you force these guys in their historically white university, or black universities now, which are the dominant ones.
Because it should never happen again.
It should never happen again. So you study this stuff. So you know it pretty well. The lynching, the reconstruction, how they didn't do anything for you, how things got worse, all the things, the KKK, one thing after another. Mm-hmm. Cool? How you guys feeling?
I mean, I'm black, so like,
Oh, so you're not even thinking about it?
no. Like, how do I feel as a like? I don't
Yeah,
get
being
it.
on top, dog.
Being on top?
Would you rather be them?
No.
Yeah, say, how's it feel to be on top?
I mean, I guess it feels good. I wouldn't really know.
Dude, no.
I am on top, so it feels great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah? How often you thinking about, hey, when they start complaining, when they like say they need, bro, you ready? Give him the mic. When they're complaining that there aren't enough white studies courses at the university and that more black people should take white studies courses and that you all should really study the history of them and so on. What do you think about that?
I don't really care.
Exactly. Why would you care? What do you mean you don't care?
Because it's personal. I can't do nothing about it.
You can't worry about it? Because you're worried about your life?
Yeah.
You're busy thinking about how you're going to take care of yourself and get ahead and so on and so forth?
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about these guys over here, the dominant group, man?
What makes you better than me?
We're black.
Yup.
He's black. There it is. What makes you better than her, dog?
The melanin.
Yeah, what makes you better than her?
The melanin.
Melanin?
Melanin.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, another thing you could say is like, you don't feel better than them. It just is. Whatever. They also don't feel better than you. They just are better. They just have it better. Do you have any thoughts about them, bro?
Are we talking about like us in current
Yeah, you
day
guys, we're white
circumstances?
people, man. We've been through this whole history.
Depends on kind of the person. Like,
Dude,
based
there are
on
two
days.
guys who just said they don't give a shit about you.
Well then, yeah, they should screw off. I mean, they should give a shit about their fellow man.
Yeah, but they're the ones who are going to be holding you down, dog.
I guess I can just keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know what I could do beyond that. I mean,
Oh, well, let's see how far you can go.
Yeah.
All right, next slide. So let me tell you, let's talk about some of this history here. See, you all, if you're black, you're thinking, listen, we've still done, first off, you don't know the history. You're not really studying the history. So these guys over here, you don't even know. If I asked you what Reconstruction was, you wouldn't even know. You probably wouldn't know. If I asked you, like, dudes, hey, so tell me, man, what happened when the Civil War was over and, like, what'd y'all do for the white slaves? And you'd be like, I don't really know. Most black people would have no idea. It's like, well, I don't know, we gave them something. And over here, you're thinking like, what do you mean you don't know? Like, how do you not know? But you don't even know. Okay, let me give you another piece of war. So you all went off to fight, and we went off to fight in World War II. So at some point in time, you know, all you can do is just look at them and just be like, dudes, work harder. Just keep going, right? Just keep going. So we go off and we fight in World War II. Most people who fought in World War II were white, because most people in the U.S. were white, but there were many black people that fought in World War II, okay? Now, in the New York metropolitan area, there were 67,000 veterans who fought in World War II. And there was this thing called a GI Bill that the federal government passed, you all passed, because it's a white federal government, and you passed it to ensure that soldiers returning back from the war would be taken care of and to get the economy going again. And there are two fundamental pieces to the GI Bill. One was either free loans for homes or very, very low interest loans for homes. The second one was free money for college. You go to college for free. So that means when you get back from the war, you're veterans, you want to make sure, A, they can buy a home for their families, and B, they can go to college if they want, and ensure that. Nice, cool, right? Applied to everybody, all veterans. So, in the New York region, 67,000 white veterans took advantage of the GI Bill. 100, black veterans took advantage of the GI Bill. 100 white veterans were able to take advantage of the GI Bill. 100. Here's the problem with that. 12% of people, of the returning veterans of the war in this particular region were black. In the New York metropolitan area, were actually black. Were white. Whew, I missed that one. 12% were white, which means 7,100 of the veterans who were eligible to take advantage of that GI Bill were white, but only 100 did. You know why only 100 did? Because these guys over here, in their ingenuity, what they did was say, yeah, so we got all these white veterans, and yeah, maybe we could pass these resources out equally to everybody because it's federal government money. But what we're going to do is we're going to allow local areas to distribute the money for the GI Bill. You guys are genius, man. So that meant when these guys when anybody comes calling to say, hey, I was a veteran and I want to go to college, you all your people, by the way, because white people were never making these decisions, you put all your people in place, could go down the list and be like, oh, Chloe Miller, veteran. Nope, you're not eligible. Oh, John White, veteran. Oh, yeah, you're eligible. Here, you can get $30,000 to buy a home. Oh, Jacob. No, not eligible. You can't go to college. Oh, and back and forth. It's like, damn, you all were brutal, dog. Even in the moment when they could have and should have done something for your people, even veterans, the black people still didn't, man. They still left you out in the cold. Like nothing. Still left you out in the cold. Look at them sitting there like that. They don't even care. They don't even care. Damn, look at that. Do you know how much money that is? Do you know how different your community would be? 7,000 doesn't seem like a lot, but back then, it's a lot of people. It's a big transformation of an economy. You know how much that's only in the New York metropolitan area. Imagine all over the United States the opportunities that your people would have had to enter into middle-class life. And these people, in your boldness, in your overt racism, man, you just said, F you. No, we're not doing that. Cold, dogs. You guys are cold, man. And so, look here. See this right here? Can you see these? Look at, here's these black guys. In college, there it is. That's like your grandfathers right there. In college, getting college degrees, going to be engineers, going to be doctors, because later, when you come into a class like Social 19, you're going to when we get to the top of the stairs and people making the most money, they're all going to be black people. Of course. And here's like a housing, like estate. Basically building homes, but you all you're never gonna see that. You're not gonna see that stuff. Go to the next slide. And there you are. These two guys fought together in the war, side by side. White guy goes home, that's how he's living. Black guy goes home in his nice new house at 4656 Maple Grove Drive. See that? That's like your grandfather, bro. And that's your grandfather, Chloe. Look at that. How do you feel about that?
It's par for the course.
Yeah? Are you used to it now? How are you feeling about
Pretty
that?
much. Yeah.
Why don't my people get the same chance as yours do to succeed?
Yeah. But you didn't have the same chance, it sounds like.
No.
Pretty clear you didn't have the same chance. And you guys, how are you feeling about that?
Our black privilege allowed us to do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you just do it?
Uh-huh.
You thinking about it? You worried about it?
Nope.
Care?
No, I could care less.
All right. Okay, because you're busy doing for yourself. All right, next slide.
We balling.
Here we go. Anyone can be successful in the United States. It's the land of freedom, y'all, right? Listen. Dudes, look at that, right there. Look at that. Dudes, how you feel? Look at that. How you feeling about that? These pompous black dudes sitting over there not giving a damn about you. Look at that.
I'm struggling and I need help. It's
Dude, you
not
need
equal.
more than help, man. You want to go kick those guys right in the nads probably, but nonetheless. Yeah?
It's not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. Dude, can you get pissed? Like, get pissed.
Okay.
Here, let me help you. Dude, hang on. Throat, let me help you. You ready? Is there a white person who can just get pissed for a second? Dude, can you go there? Can you just tell black people what they need to hear? Dude. You got 30 seconds. Tell them what they need to hear.
Well, for what I'm looking at right now, I'm making less than $20,000. You make $140,000. Why is that?
You're not working hard enough.
Well, that's fucking bullshit.
All right. Why? Why is it bullshit, dude?
It's bullshit because I'm supporting my family for only $18,000, and you're supporting your family for over $140,000. You know, I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about my family more than anything. I can't even feed them. That's why I'm pissed.
I work for my money.
Dude. Stated like a black man right there. It's like, yeah. Here, bro, stand up real fast. Stand up real fast. Just like, yeah, man. I work for my money, dog. Whatever. Yeah, I'm busy. Is somebody talking? Do you hear some white people talking, dude? Do you hear some white people talking, bro? Yeah, I didn't think they were. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Anyway, like we were saying, like, yo. So anyway, what are we going to do next weekend? You know what I mean? We're going to go hang out. You got it, dude? Go sit down. We don't care about you. Right. Yeah.
I'm just a dumb cracker, right?
Yeah, dumb cracker. Yeah, we don't care. They don't care. It's not about that. Go to the next one. Unemployment by race. Is that surprising to you? Look at the unemployment rate. It's over 9% for your people. For their people, it's 4.5%. Does that surprise you, Chloe? So oh, dog, I switched it. Okay, that should be black. No, this is right.
No,
the black unemployment
right.
rate is lower. Fewer black people are unemployed than white people. So your people almost 1 out of 10 people is unemployed. No, we don't have to. You get it? It's not surprising. Next one. Okay, let's do this. You ready? We're going to do this. So, because these people over here don't want to believe anything. They don't want to believe in racism. They don't want to believe in discrimination. They don't care. It's not part of your world. You all are constantly trying to convince them that this is real. There's racism, there's discrimination, there's prejudice. You're doing all this stuff to us over here. So you're always doing it. So you're always doing these studies. And you go off to college, and you're like the professors that are always in your white studies departments. You're always studying discrimination. You're always studying all this stuff, and you put these studies together. Let me show you one study. So I need 2 people. Now, dude, you and you. So here we go. Watch this study. So we find these 2 guys. Here, come turn around, face the class. So we find these 2 guys. And we train them, they're testers for this study that we're going to do. True study, testers, okay? And we get them to look alike. You guys, yeah, you look close enough, okay? And so, this guy here, he's in the dominant group because he's black. This guy here is in the subordinate group because he's black. What's your name, bro?
Andrew.
Andrew?
Troy.
Troy. Andrew and Troy. And so here's what we do. We give them resumes. And the resumes are exactly the same, except we just change one tiny little piece. And we teach them how to walk. We teach them how to do handshakes. We teach them how to talk. We make sure that they're the same height. These guys aren't the same height, but we make sure that they are. If one has glasses, the other has glasses. We teach them how to shake hands. So here's how you shake hands. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's nice. No, too hard. Like, don't shake too many times. Shake like 3 times. Go ahead. Okay, 3 times. Got it. Okay, everything. We teach them how to walk, how to go in. When they walk in and they see the interviewer, they go in and they shake the hand exactly the same way, right? Exactly the same way. They make eye contact for the same amount of time. Everything about them is the same. It's exactly the same. They're wearing the same clothes. They're the same height. Their hair is the same. Their teeth are the same. Everything is the same about them except one tiny little thing. And the tiny little thing is that this guy right here, in this case Troy, has dark skin, and in this case Andrew, right? Andrew has white skin. Andrew here, come over here. Actually, you step on that side. Andrew represents these people right here who are always trying to convince these people over here that racism is real and it exists. But these people don't want to hear. And so we're going to bring you in and we're going to set this study up. And you're going to come and you're going to give your resume. And we're going to make one tiny little tweak. Half the times, the white guy has a felony drug conviction on his record, and half the times the black guy has a felony drug conviction on his record and spent 18 months in jail. So either 18 months in jail for this guy or 18 months in jail for this guy. Tiny little tweak. That's it. Otherwise, they're exactly the same. You understand? Exactly the same. Got it? Are we good? Go to the next slide. The most desirable applicant is this guy, right? Because he's the dominant group. Am I right? It's going to be this guy without a felony drug conviction.
You hired.
He's got it because he's good. He's the most desirable applicant because he's black, and black people rule. And he doesn't have a felony drug, so when he doesn't have a felony drug conviction, he's going to get the most callbacks. Who is going to get the second most callbacks? Wait, by the way, who gets the least number of callbacks?
The white guy.
With a criminal record. Who gets the second most number of callbacks? Are they going to want the black guy with a criminal record or the white guy? They're exactly the same, squeaky clean life. Perfect. No criminal record. Who are they going to want? The black guy with a criminal record? Who are black people going to want?
Black people.
Black guy with a criminal record or a white guy without a criminal record? Who do you think? You think black guy? How many of you think the black guy? How many think the white guy? Because they're going to want somebody who's not squeaky clean, or who is squeaky clean. So here's the deal. Look at the slides. Next slide. So here's what happens. The guy, 34% of the black guy, Troy, without a criminal record, gets a callback. 5% of the white guy with a criminal record gets a callback. So it's the lowest. But look at that. Dude, seriously? You'd rather have you guys have created such a system here of black supremacy that you don't even see, that you would take this guy with all your bullshit rhetoric about drugs and crime and we can't have this and you shouldn't be a criminal and all the criminal stuff, all the bullshit, right? You still would take your guy with a criminal record over this guy. We're not racist. You're not racist, are you, dude?
No, I'm not racist.
No, who you gonna hire, dude? Who you gonna hire?
The black guy's better.
No. Who you gonna hire, dude?
The black guy.
No. You're gonna hire the best one, the most qualified candidate. You always hire the most qualified candidate because you're not racist.
Right.
Dude, you're always gonna hire the most qualified guy. The best one for the job, dude. Best one. Here's the problem, gentlemen. When we surprise you, and these guys ingeniously over here, because we got them now, right? We got these fuckers. We're going to show them their racism now, right? We're going to show it to them. When they set up a study, the white people secretly set up this study and control for everything except skin color. You're racist, dogs. You're racist.
I ain't racist.
Yeah, okay. Exactly.
I got white friends.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, whatever. Thanks, gentlemen. Yep, that's how she rolls. Well, that didn't work. We did that study, but it didn't work, right? So let's try another one. Let's try to convince black supremacists that racism exists, right? Should we keep going? Try a different one? God, you guys are tough, man. All right, let's go to the next one. Here we go. Here, we got this genius one. We're going to send out 5,000 resumes. You all ready? 5,000 resumes. And the only thing, they're exactly the same, identical down to every single letter except one thing, the names. In 2,500 resumes, these are the names. Brett, Marianne, these are all your people. Chloe, Jacob, right? But in this one, it's, dude, what's your name again?
Chavis.
No, your first name.
Tyrell.
It's people like Tyrell, not Jonathan, because Tyrell and Tamika and so on, right? Who's going to get the most callbacks, right? Come on, we're going to nail them now, man. Who's going to get the most callbacks?
Of course, them.
Yeah, of course. Dude, of course. Go ahead. Not only that, they're going to get 50%. Y'all are going to get 50% more responses to people with your names. Racist MFers, man.
I'm not racist.
Yeah. Who's racist then? Somebody else? Dude, who's racist?
I don't know.
You know? Huh?
They're
racist? Oh, yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
why? Wait, why are they racist, man? You guys are racist.
Yeah, they're racist.
Quit keeping us down, man.
No, dude. Why are they racist, bro? I love this.
Because they're hating.
Because they're hating.
Yeah.
Because they're accusing you of racism.
Right.
Because they're always focusing on race.
So if they're accusing me of racism,
Yeah.
they must be
Y'all,
racist.
You must be racist. Y'all in your white studies classes, and you're always talking about race, and you're always dealing with this stuff. It's all you, man. It's them. What? Yeah. Yeah, why isn't there a Black History Month? Y'all right?
Right.
No, you got your White History Month, but why don't we get a Black History Month? You know what I mean?
Y'all got your own month.
So at least in February, like, shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, they got a whole month, right, dog? It's like, yeah. All right, let's go with another one. Let's look at
11
this.
months are out of the year are
Here
Black
we go.
History Month.
What's that?
All the other months out of the year are Black History Month.
Exactly, that's the point.
Says who?
You guys get 11 months. Says white people, dog.
All we get is white entertainment television. Every other station is all black actors.
Exactly, dog. Wet. Dude, exactly. It's W-E-T, wet, right? Damn. All right, so let's go with this one. Oh, here's a good one, y'all. Here's one that y'all came up. White people, you know, sometimes you just gotta, I don't know, like, you're trying really hard to convince the black supremacists that they got a thing going, but this is actually a really, really good one, right? But here, look at this. Percent of white people that say they've been treated unfairly in the past month. Dudes, 53% of white people, when polled, say they've been treated unfairly almost entirely by your people in the past month, versus 15% of your people. Say something to that. Dude, 53% of them.
Who taking these percentages? They must be racist.
Yeah. Oh, where'd the data come from?
Right.
Oh, that's a good
They're
one.
racist.
Yeah, where'd the data come from? Yeah, it must be racism. Yeah, where'd the data come from, dog?
The same data as our studies we did before, but you guys won't listen.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's go to the next one. Oh, here's this is the ingenious one, right? You ready? So here's what you all did. You guys you're so brilliant at trying to convince these black supremacist dudes and they're not even black. They don't even know they're black supremacists. They just are. They just live in this world of blackness. They can't see. But this is brilliant. So you gave people the middle photo. See the middle photo? It's skin coloration. It's pigmentation. That's the exact middle between the two different sides, okay? You gave people that photo. And with the photo, what you did was show a word. And the word was either educated or ignorant. Educated or ignorant with the photo. And it went back and forth. So you give it to, a few hundred people. I don't know how many it was. And you're like, okay, what are people going to remember? Educated or ignorant? Because you can't tell if the guy in the middle is black or white. Right? Am I right,
No,
gentlemen?
they all look black. They look light-skinned.
They're all looking black to you? Yeah, I got that because you're sensitive about that stuff. All right, but they're ingenious on it. And then what they do is this. Here's what they do. You ready, bro?
Yeah.
They take it and then they show it to your people because y'all are racist, dudes. They show it to your people and they want to see whether the people who associated that photo with ignorance have the same response as people who associated that photo with educated. And you know what they found? They found that the people who saw the word educated, when they then had to pick out. So what they did was they gave you all seven photos, and they just laid them out on the table. And then you needed to pick out, remember which of the photos you saw, because you only saw the middle one the first time around, okay? So I got it straight now. You only saw the middle one. And then they gave you all 7. But you don't know. This is, hours, this is much later. You don't remember really which one it is because they don't tell you.
Right.
Okay, you got it? So now you got to pick out which one it was.
Which one's educated?
Yeah, dude. The educated one, the one for whom you people saw educated.
The black one.
The darker photo, more likely to be a darker photo. And the photo, those of you who saw that photo with someone who was ignorant are more likely to pick a light-skinned photo. Because it's so deep within you, man. Ignorance and educated. Ignorance and educated. You're educated, dark-skinned. Ignorance is light-skinned. Once again, dudes, we've shown these guys, black people, that they're racist.
I don't see it.
Exactly. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. You don't see it either, do you? Dude. Okay, let's go back. Let's try it again, man. We got to convince them. The history, the discrimination, the inequality, the racism, they still don't want to see it. It's pretty clear is it clear to you?
Yep.
How much more clear does it have to be? White people, how much more clear does it have to be? Like, how can you not see it? It's one after another, after another, after another. When I'm sitting as the white person, I'm just like, dang, pull my hair out. Black dudes, Get a life. Listen. Look at the data. Study it. Let's look at another one. Oh my God, you people are so dense. Okay, look, here we go. Black people, you're 61% of the population. White people, you're 12% of the population in the United States. Okay, you're clearly the minority. They're clearly the majority. Let's look at some numbers. Here, male incarceration rates by rate. Look. Per 100,000 black people, 678 are incarcerated in 2010. 678 out of every 100,000 black people. Out of every 100,000 white people, 4,347 are incarcerated. Dudes, come on, man. What do you do? Just spend all your time arresting and throwing white people in jail? See it now. Do you see it now?
No, they're criminals.
Oh, dude. Shit. People are hard, man. And black people. Do you see that, bro? Can you not see that? Dudes. Fucking don't see. Okay, let me try again. You ready? Let's try again. You ready? Next one. In Florida, in the state of Florida, y'all, right? 55% black in Florida, 16% white in Florida. You ready? Let's look at this. Racial disparity among male youth. The arrest rate for boys is about equal. White boys, black boys. It's about equal. So that's cool.
No, it's not racist.
No, it is, though. Go back. It's still 55% black. So white people are still getting arrested more. Go forward. But here's the deal. Transfer into the adult system. So check this out. So Florida has this thing. God. They have this thing called a direct file statute. Direct file. 98% of the boys who get transferred, you all know, because you're white, you don't want to get transferred to the adult system, man, as a juvenile in Florida. Why? What happens when you get transferred to the adult system as a juvenile?
You stay there for a while. You just are in the system then.
Dude, yeah, what else happens?
No one really cares about you.
No one cares about you. It stays on your record. You get turned in with hardcore criminals. All sorts of things happen. You want to stay out of the juvenile system. You guys know that because you don't want your kids in the adult system. You got to stay out of the adult system. Okay? So here it is. But Florida has this thing. You guys, you're so ingenious. Black people, man. God. So you have this direct file system statute whereby your prosecutors don't even have to take a kid up in front of a judge. You can just take a kid. The prosecutor, him or herself, can just look at the kid and say, this kid right here, hang on. These black people, dude, they're fucking racist, man. Oh, this kid right here? No, he just needs to go right into the adult system. Well, shouldn't we take him in front of a judge and let the judge decide? No. We just go right in front of the adult system. No plea. There is no plea. There's no plea, y'all. You just get some mostly black prosecutor just walks in and says, no, you're going into the adult system. 98% of the cases. Look at the difference here. Look at white people, man. Look at that.
And they're just getting callbacks for jobs.
Yeah, dude, exactly. And they're not getting callbacks for jobs. They're not getting anything at all. Dude, everywhere we turn. Go to the next one. White people, 3.5 times more likely to be killed than black people to be killed by the police. Doesn't mean anything to these guys. Dudes, 3.5 times more likely to be killed by the police. Do you feel something about that?
Blue Lives Matter.
All right. Okay. All right, next one, dude. Oh, here we go. Ready? Just let's watch this real fast. Hey, can we run a microphone up? Go ahead. The white person whose people have been victimized by those people forever. Like, how's it feel to watch that? And they don't care. No one cares. Dude.
Because we're black.
I feel
Yeah, that's why they got two microphones.
I feel very uncomfortable watching that.
Yeah? Because, why? What are you thinking?
If that was me, I'd feel very attacked and violated.
It is one of your people, though.
Because
Could be your brother.
I don't feel like he did anything wrong.
Yeah.
He got pulled over.
And so it's a black cop that beat him up, of course.
It's very uncomfortable and it's sickening to watch.
And yet, here you got all these people that really don't really understand. I'm not even sure you guys want to understand. It's part of the issue. That's right. You know what I mean? Black people. Do you even want to understand what white people are going through here? Not really. You don't, because you're just busy living your life. White people. So we go through this class, and we turn this around. We get to the end, and here we got this story of this guy that gets beat up by the cop. And you got all these black people sitting around. Some of them care, and some of them are on your side. Right? Some of you are on your side. You're feeling it. But a lot of them are just going like, I don't have time for this. Why are we talking about this? Why are all these white people upset about this? Please kill me. He must have done something, or the white guy getting beat up by the guy. He must have done something wrong. There must be something there. And white people were sitting here going, look, he didn't do anything wrong. We're certain he most certainly didn't do anything wrong. And it happens again, and it happens again, and again, and again, and it's always happening. And you're not listening. And black people are all sitting around going like, yeah, well, I don't know, whatever. I'm busy. It's Thon this weekend. We got things to do. And white people, you're like trying to get attention. Like, look, come on, man. Seriously, we're having a protest. Like, we're going out there, and black people don't care. Some do. Most don't. White people, do you get the feeling? Do you get that feeling of powerlessness and annoyance? Can you understand? Like, if we're sitting around having a conversation right here, our white friends, and we're just like talking about stuff and talking about something, we're just like, fuck black people, man. Fuck them. Fuck. Fucking black supremacy. God. White people, would you blame us? And the striking thing is, most white people in this situation wouldn't be sitting around saying that. We'd just be like, no, man, come on, dudes, we got to work harder. Let's go. That's just all we can do is work harder, man. I know, just whatever, but whatever, just work harder. Just do what we got to do. Just don't get pulled over by the police. Just be good. Don't do drugs. Do what you got to do. Like, let's go. Because that's what most of us are going to be saying. Because now, let's end the story here. Let's stop flipping around. Because truth be told, y'all, right? Now we're back to our normal bodies. Most black people are not sitting around having that story. They're not sitting around talking about white people. They're not sitting around talking about white racism and so on. Most black people are just moving forward with their lives. In spite of the fact that so many of us over here, white people, are just really ignorant about what's going on. But man, could you understand being pissed? Like, really, could you understand? If you went through this whole history, could you understand at least just having a modicum of like, man, God, it's so annoying. Jiggy, you get the last word, dog. How's this for you? How's this for you?
Yo, you killed it today. I don't wanna add into it. I'm gonna acknowledge the greatness that this lesson was, and I'm gonna leave it as it is. I don't want to add to it.
Okay, but I'm gonna say one thing real fast. Jiggy made a really awesome video that I'm gonna put up on the website, and you can use it as one of your videos, man. Hey, y'all, Thon, everyone who's active in Thon, good luck this weekend, and rock on with